to the Drop Bass Not Bombs podcast. I'm your host, Amy Farina, aka MC Unicorn, and welcome to season 2. So if you're new here, this is the podcast where I interview interesting people in the electronic music scene who are raving for a cause, partying for a purpose, and making the world a better place. I sit down with artists, industry professionals, content creators, and more. Just keep in mind on this podcast, we have a variety of different opinions and views that do not necessarily reflect those of my own or those of Drop Bass Not Bombs. We also talk a lot about really mature topics, so listener discretion and viewer discretion is advised. Before we jump into today's episode, a quick message from friends of the podcast and our sponsors. If you're looking for the perfect outfit for a big night out or for your next rave, look no further. When I'm looking for that festival fit, I go to RolitaCouture.com. So this shirt is from there. All their clothes are handmade in Las Vegas. They're comfortable, they're practical. Even the pants have pockets. They're my favorite rave festival fashion brand. You can use code MCUnicorn to save 15% off today at RolitaCouture.com. Click the link down below and save some money and look amazing this weekend because sexy has no size. Welcome back to the Drop Bass Not Bombs podcast. Today we're joined by Spanish DJ B Jones, a household name not only in Ibiza, but around the world when it comes to electronic music. It's an honor and pleasure to have her on the podcast, and this interview will also be out on EDM House Network, Hardstyle Mag, the Drop Bass Not Bombs podcast. So no matter where you're watching, let's welcome B Jones to the podcast. How are you today? Hello.
Hello, I am good. It's an amazing day today in Ibiza, sunny day. I feel really good.
That's amazing. I've never been there before. I was supposed to go in March or April of 2020, and then Corona happened and I couldn't go.
Okay, you can come this year. This year, I think, will be amazing. The Iceland is already a lot people and a lot party and a lot everything.
Yeah, it seems amazing. I definitely want to go. This summer is already pretty crazy for me, but maybe next year I'll be able to make it out, or maybe this year if something changes, I'll be able to go. But so I want to start first with taking it way back to the beginning. What's your earliest electronic music memory?
Yeah, my first one was with around 11 years that my old sister was girlfriend of one DJ, yeah, and yeah, I see the boyfriend, my sister boyfriend playing music in home, and that is the first.
So do you remember what type of music was playing? Was it house music or techno?
I think in that moment was house music, but yeah, this was the sound of the 19 electronic 19 music.
I love the 90s music. I'm 32, so I'm from the 90s, and I'm still listening to 90s music almost every day. It's the best. So how did you go from, so you heard this music in someone's house, and then how did you go from listening to it to the first time to becoming a DJ?
Yeah, after this, I moved into Ibiza, and with around 16 years old, I was in Pacha Ibiza, and I see the first woman DJ. Because before, in that moment, I started to listen to electronic music, follow some artists, but when I moved into Ibiza, I see the first woman DJ, and at that moment, I still to thinking it's possible, yeah.
Do you remember who it was, the first woman DJ that you saw?
Yeah, Caramel.
Oh, cool. Nice. I've been to Pasha in New York, but I've never been to Pasha in Ibiza before. Well, I've never been to Ibiza, but someday I'll go there and I'll go to Pasha. But Pasha in New York was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I never been in Pacha, New York, and it's closed right now, no?
Yeah, I think it closed. I think the last time I was there was like 2012 or something like that. It was a long time ago. I'm from the New York area originally, so I used to go to Pasha a lot. So looking back over time, how has your music style evolved from when you first started DJing to the type of music that you do now?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, because when I started to play music, I was playing deep house and was completely different style, less energy and less BPM, playing for Sunset in Ibiza, and but I started to play in club and festival, and my style was changed a little bit, and now I am playing big room. I can play big house a lot, and I can play all the style of house too and tech house, but my style is big room.
Nice. Yeah, I love all different types of house, I think. And there's just so many different subgenres. Like you said, you have deep house, there's tech house, progressive house, tribal house, hard house. Like there's so many different types of house music. So yeah, you can do a little bit of everything. So that's cool. So what's popular right now in Spain? Is it big room? Is it deep house? Or what are you seeing in the clubs that's most popular right now?
Yeah, of course reggaeton because we are Latin person,
Yeah.
no electronic. But if we're thinking about electronic music, big room is popular, but also tech house is really popular, but not used in Spain. Is in the world. From 2021, the tech house started to be really popular.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing that in the US too. I was at Ultra this year, and yeah, I see that like tech house is becoming more popular. And I live in the Netherlands now, and yeah, I think in Amsterdam too, there's a lot of tech house parties. I'm more from the hard style scene, so a little bit different, but yeah, I see that tech house is becoming more popular. So, looking specifically within house music, are there any trends that are really popular in Spain right now, or that you're seeing pop up or across like the stages worldwide that you play?
Any popular what? Sorry, I didn't understand this.
Trends. So, anything new in the scene that you're seeing?
In Spain,
Yeah, in
in
Spain. Mhm.
I live in Ibiza. Here is a lot different trends, yeah, of course, because here is every day all the biggest DJ in the planet and the producer, yeah. That I think is now is everybody know, but a lot artists and big artists is take reference from the 19, yeah. A lot cover for the 19, a lot using different synth for the 19. That is for me the trend right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too, and I'm wondering what we'll see at festivals this summer. If it will be the same, or yeah, we're about to get into festival season, so we'll see what's gonna happen. So you've played on stages all over the world. How does the rave scene compare, or the club scene compare in Spain compared to, yeah, Belgium or the US or other countries?
Yeah, in one in the half, every country is the same, but the other half no, of course. But when you asking me about Spain, um, if I live in Ibiza and playing in Ibiza too, Ibiza is really international, yeah, really, really international. But you thinking if I am thinking about just Spain without Ibiza, that
Separate. Mhm.
is separate, yeah. Um, I think depend of the country, you found different crowd always. More passion, less passion, yeah. And normally for me, I need 10 minutes in the DJ booth to see the crowd, see the energy, and know what direction I need to take, yeah. Playing in Belgium, I just play in Tomorrowland, and it's really international. I cannot talk about this, but in Netherlands, I play in some festival, and the people is really fun and passionate, and I think it's like Spain can be. Yeah,
Nice. What's your favorite place to play? Is it in Ibiza, your home?
it's in Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland. I'm going this year, weekend one, so maybe I'll see you
Oh,
there.
nice. There, I will play the 2 weekend.
Awesome. Yeah, it'll be my first time going to Tomorrowland, so I can't wait. Nice. So, what advice do you have for international artists coming from outside of Spain who want to break into the Spanish scene? And then also, I guess, because looking at Ibiza apart, what advice do you have for someone who wants to play in Ibiza? Because that's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, to play in Ibiza, if the band is on making music, good music, um, make the promoter in Ibiza listen you. The other option is come to Ibiza and make some contact because it's a lot party every day. The problem in Ibiza, yeah, in Spain is different. It's make music, moving the social media and try to ground the follower in Spain. I think is the way, but not just for Spain. If I want to play in Netherlands or another country, that I am doing for this is try to make more promotion in this country, try to release music and make these people from Netherlands listen and after want to have me.
Yeah, and I think too, like you said in Ibiza, because there's so many big DJs and a lot of DJs have residency already and have following already. I can imagine it would be really hard for yeah, someone new to come and to get a name for themselves there, you know?
And sometimes I make my own party and I invited different DJ and friends. But normally the budget is not bigger, the flight is expensive, and it's really difficult bring DJ that is not famous in the island mm, for play. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that's hard. So I want to talk a bit about your DJ career specifically. So when you go to prepare for a set, how do you decide what songs to pick? How do you get ready for a set? Can you walk us through that process?
Yeah, my process is start making every song. Is I love to play to mix different style with the vocal, but some instrumental, more techno, another more progressive, and together make something. But I am doing is imagine now is trending or is sound one famous song that everybody is listening for the Vegeta or whatever. Normally, I made my version. I made all my version. I'm building my set from every single minute. It's not just buy music and mix. It's create every minute all my set, every song, every version, and that is my process.
That does that take a long time?
Yeah, really, really long time. Yeah, really long time. From the winter, normally, and more this month, March and April and May, I dedicate to building every song because after I just play and choice, I like this, but I need to have all this in done. Yeah, all my song done. And yeah, I dedicate some month to do this.
Wow, that's a lot. So yeah, you're getting ready for the summer now. And then during the summer when you're at festivals and stuff, do you get inspiration from hearing other music? Like if you're at Tomorrowland or Ibiza?
Of course, in the summer, in the festival, you are listening music. Also, you are play. I am play different song, and I see what song the people love, what no, what style. Yeah, and yeah, made me feel inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure people get inspiration from your music too. They hear your tracks and they're like, "Oh, that sounds good." And they might want to do something like that too. So yeah, that makes sense. So you've had an amazing career so far. What has been the most rewarding part, the best part, and what has been the most challenging part?
Okay, so far it's 11 years. It's not super far, yeah? It's 11 years working absolutely every day. But
Wow.
that my moment, I think, is right now. Right now, I have my own label. I am signed with really good labels. I am the best festival. And I feel ready. Now I feel ready. Was 11 years working, finding my style. Um, also like person because you need to feel security in the digi booth in your career. You need to take decision. Now I have really good thing with me. After 11 years, I'm building something strong.
Wow. Yeah, that it's interesting that you said that because my next question was going to be in 2017 in an interview, you said in DJ Mag Japan that that was the best year of your life. You were living your dream. So is it now or then?
No, was my best moment until this moment.
Okay, so 2017 and now.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I think never that happened is I start in 2012 or
Hmm.
11, 12. Yeah, was slowly, but every year I building something and was better. I never was like lying in my career. Every year I come up a little bit. If you asking to me next year if everything go good, I will talk right now. Because not because that moment in 23 is not good, it's because could be better. Yeah. Yes, just this. Is I feel in that moment in 2027 I was really happy, but right now my career is much, much better.
That's amazing. Yeah, you said then you were living your dream. So between 2017 and now, were there any challenging moments or any moments where you thought you had to change things up or where you had to, yeah, go
Right?
through a difficult time to
Yeah,
get to where you are now?
a lot. I passed for a lot difficult time, yeah, in my career. Even the pandemic was hard for everything, but for artists was really, really hard. I lost absolutely everything. My work, my dream, my everything. My car was
Oh,
really pandemic. But sometimes, a lot of time, I employ many time in the studio making music, and after I didn't found good deal with what good label. Um, yeah, see, always I have some bad moment, but I have really good also.
yeah, it seems like you're a really positive person. Like you have a positive outlook on things. And I think that's really important, especially, yeah, during the pandemic when we were all stuck at home, especially in Europe, like in the Netherlands and Spain. Like we were closed here in the Netherlands from March 2020 to February 2022, basically. I mean, on and off, but mostly closed. And yeah, it was really, really hard on the scene. Like I had to change a lot of things that I did. And but on a positive note, I started a podcast, so I guess that's good.
Everything happy for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. But we did have to change the way that we did things. Did your style of music change during the pandemic? Because I noticed the music that I was listening to changed a little bit.
Yeah, change in the pandemic. The year after the pandemic. Why? Because was no big event or festival. I play in a small party. Everybody sit down. Of course, for the people sit down, you cannot play like a big room because mm, don't can be will be sit down. I change my style for this time, but I come back my style after.
Yeah, I noticed during the pandemic for me, I was listening to less hard style and more like deep house because if you're just
House,
sitting at home, if you're like, dun, dun, it's too much.
tech house, but not to her because people can dance and was not too many people.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm also an MC, an event MC. And when I was MCing live streams, it was really hard because everybody's at home. So you're like, put your hands up, but like nobody is there. Like we're going hard tonight, but no, everyone's just like in their pajamas.
Yeah, it happened.
Horrible, horrible, horrible time. But I'm glad that that we're past that. So I want to talk about last year. You were the first Spanish artist to perform on the main stage of Tomorrowland. What was that like?
Wow, was a big responsibility for me. And I was really a little bit nervous and stressful month before. But when I was in the stage, was really, really amazing. I love the Spanish people with the flag,
Oh,
country with me, and yeah, was really good.
oh, that's so cool. So, what big goals do you have for this year? Because that's huge.
Yeah, that's, but yeah, I one I did already. Is anybody know because it's not news, but I signed my first records with Tomorrowland, and that's something that cost me some year. I sang a long record there. Finally, one is in Tomorrowland label and will be released this year. I have Tomorrowland main stage again. and I have Tomorrowland Brazil main stage.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that is something big for me.
Congratulations. Yeah, I mean Tomorrowland's huge. That's amazing. And Tomorrowland Brazil sounds amazing too. I've never been to Brazil, but I bet that would be really nice.
Yeah, I've been in Brazil, but not Tomorrowland. It will be my first time.
Cool. Well, I'm excited for Tomorrowland this year in Belgium. Yeah, I've been looking forward to it for a long time. So I'm sure you're gonna do amazing there. And you said you're playing both weekends then?
Yeah, I played the first weekend in the Crystal Garden,
Mm-hmm.
back to back with Crider, and we played house set. And the second weekend, I play in the main stage along with
Cool.
my. Mhm.
Well, I'll only be there the first weekend, but I'll definitely come find you. So that's no problem. That's awesome. So this is a personal question from me. My favorite remix from you is Red Flag. I love that song. I was just listening to it yesterday. I found the lyrics very relatable. I think we all can relate to dating, whether it's a guy or a girl, but dating somebody like that. Can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind that remix and why you picked to remix this song? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I didn't make the lyric because it's one singer. I just made the remix, the electronic remix. You
Mhm.
said the singer was in contact with me. I really love the song, the idea, and I just bring the song to the 10th floor because it was one pop song.
Nice. And do you see when you play it, people going crazy and things like that?
Yes, of course, of course.
Singing a lot. Yeah, what's your process like then for making a remix? Like do you hear a song and then are you already thinking in your head how you're going to remix? Because you have a lot of really good remixes. Like how do you go about choosing a song to make a remix, and what's that process look like specifically?
One song, um, you know what style can be working or not. Yeah, depend of the lyric, the voice, the everything. You can feel what style will be working, and after you just try.
Nice. So do you have a lot of remixes songs you're working on now then? Is there anything you could tell us about, or is it all a secret?
I am working more in original this year, non remix. Yeah, everything that I'm doing this year is more original. I usually Human 1 month ago is incredible song. I released 1 week ago one version of Infinity. Um, and I have another song releasing in June. Yeah.
Ooh, oh, that's good. Well, this interview will come out in June, so that's good timing. So then people can go and check that out. So, what's one thing that you wish you knew before you started DJing and producing that you know now?
Was thing I didn't know.
Yeah, like one thing that you didn't know that you wish you knew, or one thing you could tell your younger self 11 years ago when you first started. If you could say, Beatrice, I wish you knew
A lot.
this.
Uh,
A lot.
yeah. It would talk to me a lot thing. Maybe, yeah, if I start in my style, like the style I am doing right now and how building my set, I would love to know this 11 years ago.
Building a set. So when it comes to building a set, do you try to start it off slow and pick it up, or does it depend on the crowd, or is it just the whole time
It
fast?
depends on the place, yeah. If I play in Ushuaia before big artists like the Bigetta, I stop, I start down and go ground, yeah, with my set. If I play in one festival, I always ground until the end, but I start already, yeah, strong, yeah, because it's one festival.
Yeah, I think that's smart. And also, like you said, you have to know who's coming on after you, and what song, what kind of music they play, because obviously you don't want to go like harder than them. Though we see that sometimes in hardstyle, sometimes people just don't care. They just go really hard, and then the next person's like playing softer than them.
No, it's really important building the night. If we are 5 DJ in the night, cannot be strong all time. We need to build in something and the people have fun. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so that's the main thing that you've learned then. So would you say 11 years ago your sets they weren't as much of a build? Like
I built from the first from I start like this. I always
okay,
was
that's good.
was like this. But maybe I spend a lot hour found version that I like and I will go direct to make my own version that I am doing right now.
Nice. That's really cool. I want to talk now a bit about your record label. So you said that's one of the big accomplishments that you've had. Can you tell us a bit more about your label, Come Closer? How did you come up with the name and what's the vision behind it?
Okay, Come Closer is a name brand that is ground with me when I start DJ because I always make party. Come Closer is this word that means that I am. Yeah, I wanna be closer with the people and I want that. When I decided to have my label, I threw was the best name for my label because I used already. Come Closer was only hang with B Jones, this brand. And was for this.
Nice. So I like what you said that you wanted to be closer to your fans. So do you feel like you have a good connection with your fans now? Like you said it in Tomorrowland with the flags. Do you have any other stories that you have like with being close with your fans?
I am really close with my fan, and I have every weekend when I go to play to wherever place, always is some people that gonna wait for me in the door, in the hotel. And if this connection is my fan feel that can be closer to me because I am like this in my social media and always.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's really important, especially for the fans. And I'm sure like they have a lot of really special moments. And now with social media, it's easier to connect with your favorite DJ. If we're looking 11, 12 years, I've been in the scene for about 13 years, but if we're looking in the last 10 years or so, there wasn't Instagram, there was barely Facebook. So have you seen now that you're closer with your fans than in the past? I mean, you probably have more fans now though, of course, because you've gotten bigger over time.
Oh, help a lot. Yeah, it's you can connect with your fan and connect with all the country different. Yeah, and that's really good.
Yeah, nice. How do you find a balance then with keeping up the brand on social media and your label and DJing and traveling and being a mom and being just a person? How do you balance? You do so many things. How do you balance all of that?
Cool. Yeah, but I think the most important is try to have healthy life. I never stop to doing sport, healthy food, sleeping, and when you are healthy after organization, one book, write every day what you need to do. Some day for labor, some day for travel, some day, and it just is, organize.
Nice. So what does a normal day look like for you then? So do you get up and you go to the gym? Do you go right to the studio? Or what does like a day in the life for B Jones look like?
That need half an hour for coffee, meditation, and be grateful with the life. But after, I go to my son sport, maybe gym, maybe Pilates, something. And after come back to home, shower, some breakfast, prepare my lunch, and I go to the studio. I have one studio office that I spend the day when I am in Ibiza, and another day is just traveling. Yeah, but when I am in Ibiza, because before I work in home, I have my small studio in home, but that didn't working for me. In home, you have too many distractions, and I just go out, spend the day working, come back around 6, 7, yeah.
Yeah, I work from home and it can be very distracting. I want to eat all day. I just want to go to the kitchen.
Yeah, I was eating, looking TV, coffee, all an excuse to stop. Yeah. Oh, I will take one coffee. Oh, I will. Oh, I need to clean this. No, Bea, stop. And I go outside home.
Yeah, I have the same. I'm like, oh, I'll just put a load of laundry in. Oh, let me just get a snack. Or like the doorbell rings, it's a packet. It's really easy to get distracted. And then you're like, I've been away now for a while. You just, yeah, or I'm mostly back and forth from here to the kitchen. But yeah, that's, I understand. So it sounds like you have a really good routine. How do you keep up the routine when you're traveling? Do you still meditate, coffee, go to the gym when you're on the road?
Sometimes not. Sometimes not. Sometimes yes. When I go with time, I, yeah, meditate always, I think, because it's some minute. But gym, sometimes yes, sometimes not. Good food, difficult when you are in one flight, you eat whatever, yeah. Um, but when I come back to home, I I go again to the healthy life, yeah. Cannot be, it's a yin and yang, yeah. Some bad things, some good, but balance.
Yeah, definitely about balance. But yeah, I can imagine it's hard if things are outside of your control, especially if you're in other countries too, where you don't know, like, I don't know if you're in a country you've never been before, and like you don't know where the gym is, or you don't know what food, what food they have, you know?
Yeah, it's difficult.
Makes sense. So, getting back to your label now, yeah, I got a bit off topic because I was really interested in your routine. So, getting back to your label, how do you go about finding artists to go onto your label, Come Closer? Do you have any artists you're working with right now that you want to talk about, or how do you select artists?
Yeah, my label is really young. I don't start to sign with another artist, some artists, but some that made with me. For the moment, is artists around me. But when I decided, I think after summer, I will start to release for other artists. Yeah, it will be easy because sometimes people send me demo all time. Yeah, a lot producer artists send me demo, and I just wanna be ready to be able to push good all the song. For the moment, I am releasing just one per month, and yeah, the first one was just mine. Second one I released with Eden, that is incredible, singer from UK, and I am releasing another this month with Rudy J, that is a Italian artist.
Nice. So you get a lot of demos. How do you go about, do you listen one by one, or what advice do you give to people? What's it like getting, I can't imagine people sending in, you probably get a lot. What's that like, or how do you give feedback to people?
Yeah, people send to me for different ways, social media, email, and I try to listen when I have time. Yeah, use this. And for the moment, I just explain I am not releasing a lot of music right now, but in some months we can talk again.
Nice. Yeah, and the summer's busy. It's gonna be busy now, so that
Summer will be.
it's going to be crazy now. So that makes sense. So, what are your goals for the future of the label and the artists that you want to have and your own releases?
Yeah, I built in the label first time because I want to. The first intention was because I don't wanna one label told to me that song, not that song. Yes, I wanna make my music, love my music. I wanna just release, yeah. And this was my intention, but also to help another artist. And that I want is just this: is start to release, continue to release my music, help another artist to release her song.
That's amazing. Yeah, and you work a lot with female artists too. So, why is that important to you to like support other women in the scene?
Yeah, it's really important to support another woman because we are less. Yeah, is I don't know for what, but we are less, and it's really important support woman, but then not just in this industry. I think in the world, yeah, need to be like this.
Yeah, I also try to do that as well. I feel like most of my guests on my podcast are women, or like mostly of women, but I'm always trying to support Yeah, I'm always trying to support female artists, and with all the things that I do, I think that's it. Yeah, there's not that many of us in the scene, and sometimes we have to work even harder to get out there in the electronic music scene. It's tough. So we're coming towards the end now. This is the question that I ask all the guests on the podcast. How do you rave for a cause or party for a purpose in your life?
Yeah, I think that's it, that I try to express myself and make happy person. Yeah, the inspiration is coming always for the dance floor, and yeah, I take inspiration for the dance floor and just dedicate hour to upgrade and make something good.
Nice. So where have you been getting your inspiration from lately? Has it been in the clubs or demos people sending you, or from just being outside or meditation?
Yeah, I think all together, yeah. But yeah, listen, music in Ibiza, of course, from the music because I receive every week a lot promo is the a lot song that the other artists release from the promo, listen playlist in Spotify, also in the gym, with the music. Yeah.
Yeah, it can come from anywhere. That's awesome. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are getting inspired by your music, and yeah, by this interview today, definitely. So, do you have anything that you want to say to your fans?
And no, about the interview because nothing about me, just with the best, and I hope see you all in Ibiza this summer.
Yeah, I hope so. That would be amazing. So, okay, last question. Where can people connect with you online? Where can they find your music? Where can they find your social media?
B Jones DJ in Instagram and Facebook, in Spotify, and everywhere is B Jones DJ.
Awesome. And I'll link to all of that in the show notes and in the description. So it's going to be on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast. It's going to be everywhere so people can connect with you. Thank you so much for today. And yeah, I'll see you at Tomorrowland.
Thank you so much. See
You're
you tomorrow.
welcome. Bye. So that was my episode with B Jones. How cool is it that she was on the podcast? What an icon. What a legend. So this interview will be available on EDM House Network and Hardstyle Mag. So please give both of them a follow. You can check it out on there as well. So today we have a lot of announcements, a bit longer of an announcement segment. So first, kind of not bad news, but sad news. I want to let everyone know that the podcast will be taking a break for the summer, but don't get too upset. We'll be back. But the last episode will be on June 16th. And the reason for this is I will be gone most of the summer between EDM House Network and Hardstyle Mag. I'll get to all those events in just a second, but I will be continuing to record over the summer and get you guys content. But yeah, in terms of putting out episodes and all of that, it's not possible if I'm not here. So I'm not here in my office and all of that. So we have a lot coming up for the fall, so stay tuned for that. I'll give you an exact date of when we'll be back very soon, but for now, it's definitely going to be the fall. So speaking of the summer, so at the time that you're watching or listening to this, I'm actually at Intense Festival in the Netherlands. So you can head on over right now to MC Unicorn Official and probably see what I'm doing over there at the festival. If you guys are planning on going there this weekend, come find me. You can also find me at Hardstyle Mag on their Instagram. I'll be going live. And yeah, you can check out my full party report, my full review. It will be up next week. So stay tuned for that. Then the following weekend, I'll be in Frankfurt for World Club Dome. It's my first time going. I'm so excited. It's actually my first outdoor event in Germany. I've gone to 3 indoor events, but I've never been to like a proper festival in Germany. So I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm going with EDM House Network. So I'll give you guys some more information on that in the coming weeks of, where to find the party report and yeah, any kind of cool things that happen there. I'm really excited. Then after that, I have Awakenings in the Netherlands, then Tomorrowland in Belgium, Forbidden Island in Croatia, Dream Village in the Netherlands, and more things to come, which I'll announce over time. But yeah, basically, guys, this summer it's a lot. So that's why the podcast will be taking a little bit of a break. There's another reason why we're taking a break, and that leads me to my next announcement. So I'm looking to add some new members to the Drop Bass Not Bombs team. So if you're passionate about video editing, social media, marketing, graphic design, or if you have any skills that I haven't mentioned that you think would be relevant to the podcast, please send me an email to dropbassnotbombsnl@gmail.com. You can also check out our website, dropbassnotbombs.nl, and let's chat. I'm always looking to connect with some new people. And the podcast is celebrating its 2-year anniversary in June. So that's really exciting. We're growing, expanding every day. And yeah, just new, now we're on YouTube and TikTok. And yeah, it's amazing. And 2 seasons, it's great. I started Drop Bass Not Bombs in 2017. It was just me, myself, and I, and just a Facebook page and a dream. And yeah, I'm really happy with the way things have been going. And yeah, I can't wait to see it continue to grow. So let's see, and more stuff on my list here. So that being said, if you guys do want to support the podcast, because obviously it takes a lot of time, a lot of resources. So if you want to support me and the podcast, there's a couple of ways that you can do so. So first, you can support the podcast for as little as 99 cents a month by going to Spotify. So for those of you listening, if you just go over to Spotify, there's a link right there. If you're watching on YouTube, you can hopefully you follow us on Spotify as well. That would be awesome. And there's a link right there in the bio that you can support the podcast. Yeah, 99 cents a month, guys. That's like way cheaper than a cup of coffee. Coffee is like ridiculous now. It's like $5 for a cup of coffee. So, or whatever, €4, depending on where you are. So if you'd like to, support me in the podcast, there's a bunch of different options to do so, but the cheapest option is 99 cents a month, and anything helps, guys. Really appreciate it. As you guys know, this is not my full-time job. I have a normal job on top of a myriad of side hustles. And then, of course, the podcast and content creating and all the articles and things that I do. So yeah, I would really appreciate any support that you guys have. You can also support me and the podcast by heading on over to patreon.com. So I have another podcast. It's called Ravers Revelations. And it's me and my friend Elena, where we read and react to your festival stories. We've covered a wide range of topics such as festival firsts, love and sex, pet peeves, and your most unexpected moments. The episodes are hilarious, and it's cool because she's one of my best friends. So kind of like you're in a conversation with just 2 friends backstage or 2 friends waiting for the bathroom at a festival kind of thing. So it's very different than this podcast, but it's cool because you get to see like the different sides of my personality. So that one, so for as little as $5 a month, you can support us. You can get access to exclusive content. So head on over to patreon.com/raversrevelations, or you can click on the link in the bio or description or on Instagram and become a Patreon today. So my next announcement, as always, you guys know by now, is from friend of the podcast, Shroom Beach. Shroom Beach has fun and comfortable psychedelic clothing and beach wear. So it's summer, guys. It's festival season. Time to hit the beach. It's time to hit those festival grounds. You want to look great in your outfit. So every year they donate 10% of their profits to the Psychedelic Institute, which is an amazing cause. You can use code MCUnicorn20 to save some money today and get your outfits just in time for festival season. My last announcement is I have a code for you guys to use at Drop Zone Festival. This is the final announcement for this code. So last chance. It's your last chance to save money on your ultimate hardstyle holiday this summer. And the reason for that, it is in July. It's literally right around the corner. So this is the last chance to get that discount. If you guys have been listening to the podcast by now, you know I'm an official ambassador for Drop Zone. I went last year. I had a blast. It's the ultimate hardstyle holiday on Pag Island in Croatia. So here comes the code. I'm going to read it out. Get a pen and paper. It's DZDUCQ. D as in dog, Z as in zebra, D as in dog, U as in umbrella, C as in cat, Q as in queen. So enter that at checkout at dropzonefest.com. And yeah, let's party in Croatia this summer. So that's all for today. If you'd like the podcast, leave a thumbs up, share it with a friend, follow us on Patreon, Ravers Revelations, follow me on Instagram, MCUnicornOfficial, follow us on Instagram, Drop Bass Not Bombs NL. We're also on TikTok now. We'll see you guys Friday, June 16th for the final episode before the summer, but then we'll be back. Bye.